Let's talk about Northwest Biotherapeutics. What's up investors, and welcome back to another video. If you are new to Northwest Biotherapeutics, they are on the OTCQB ticker NWBO. Over the past 2 weeks, this stock has begun to make parabolic moves as they look forward to some huge news coming this week. And in this video, I will explain what is going on at Northwest and why I consider this to be a huge opportunity right now. But with huge reward comes huge risks, and I will discuss both the positive and negatives in this video. If you like this content, help me grow this channel. Smash the like button and drop me a comment. Small channels like this only grow if the videos are getting likes and comments, so let me know if you think that Northwest Biotherapeutics is a stock to buy right now. I'm aiming to get 300 likes on this video, help me make that happen. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and hit the bell notification so you never miss a video with the potential to make you money. I want to point out that I'm not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice. Now let's get into it. So who are Northwest Biotherapeutics? Northwest Biotherapeutics is a development stage biotechnology company focused on discovering and developing, commercializing immunotherapy products that generate and enhance immune system responses to treat cancer. The company is focused on the development of personalized cancer vaccines designed to treat a broad range of solid tumor cancers using a treatment to avoid the side effects of chemotherapy drugs. This is a global company that operates in the United States, the UK, Germany and Canada. Northwest Bio is an OTC stock. This is listed on the OTCQB with the ticker NWBO. This has been one of the most actively traded stocks on the OTC over the past 2 weeks. In fact, this is the only stock under $5 on the list of most active by dollar volume, with its current price of only $186. Northwest Bio has a broad range platform technology for DCVax-L based vaccines. DCVax is a platform technology that uses activated dendritic cells, which are the master cells of an immune system, and is designed to reinvigorate and educate the immune system to attack cancers. The DCVax system works with a three-pronged approach. First, it is designed to mobilize the entire immune system, where some of the prominent cancer drugs today are composed of just one type of antibody, and these antibodies themselves are just one type of agent in the overall immune system. Dendritic cells mobilize all these different categories of agents, comprising the whole immune system army in combination with each other and in their natural relationships to each other. Secondly, DCVax is designed to target not just one, but the full set of biomarkers on a patient's tumor. Such a treatment approach is expected to make it more difficult for tumors to develop escape variants. And thirdly, DCVax is personalized and targets the particular biomarkers expressed on a patient's tumor. DCVax is made with biomarkers from the patient's own tumor. It is automatically tailored to targets that are present on the patient's cancer. DCVax has achieved clinical benefits in over 80% of patients who have received it in clinical trials to date, which is huge compared to the current standard of about 25 to 30%. Northwest has 3 separate product lines: DCVax-L, DCVax Direct, and DCVax Prostate. All of the DCVax product lines are designed to be very simple for both physicians and patients to fit within existing medical practices and procedures and be deliverable in virtually any clinic or doctor's office. Looking at the charts, we can see that NWBO stock has been flying in the past week. We can see here, looking at the chart over the past year, that the stock had been dropping consistently, dropping as low as just 55 cents back in December. And there is a number of reasons for this, one of which is the financial position of the company, which I will look at in a moment, so stick around for that. But the stock has been trading sideways since the beginning of this year, and although has been providing plenty of opportunities to trade this stock, as it has consistently moved in this channel between 60 cents and $1. However, at the start of May, everything changed, and NWBO stock seen a huge spike in trading volume, and the stock went from just 90 cents up to over $1.90 this week. But what is happening that could have such an effect on this stock? And that leads us on to the developments regarding DCVax-L. The company's lead program is a 331 patient phase 3 trial of DCVax-L for newly diagnosed GBM, which is the most aggressive and lethal form of brain cancer. Now this is where Northwest Bio's technology really stands out. With full standard of care treatments for GBM today, including surgery, radiation and chemotherapy, the median survival is just 14.6 months. and there has been very little improvement in clinical outcomes for GBM patients in the past 30 years. As it says here, Northwest, together with our collaborator Dr. Linda Liau, conducted 2 prior phase 1-2 clinical trials at UCLA with DCVax-L for GBM brain cancer. Patients who received DCVax in addition to standard of care treatment typically did not have tumor reoccurrence for a median of 2 years, which is triple the usual time. And they survived for a median of approximately 3 years, which again is about 2.5 times the usual period of survival with standard care treatment. But what's more substantial is the percentage that have survived far beyond the 3-year median survival. 33% of patients had reached or exceeded 4 years, and 27% had reached or exceeded 6 years. As of this year, 2 of the phase 1-2 clinical trial patients have exceeded 10 years of survival. And just this week, Northwest Bio announced an upcoming presentation will be made on May 10th by Dr. Linda Liau at the Frontiers of Cancer Immunotherapy Conference of the New York Academy of Sciences. So this will be huge. It is anticipated top-line data for DCVax-L will be announced after or during the presentation. There have been indications that the top-line data will be overwhelmingly positive. The global GBM treatment market size was valued at $2.14 billion in 2020 and is expected to expand at a compound annual growth rate of 8.8% from 2021 to 2028. So positive results should provide CEO Linda Powers with huge bargaining power to sell NWBO's vaccine to the highest bidder, which could easily be in the tens of billions, or any potential buyout of Northwest would likely see a huge premium over the current price, given the scale of the potential market size for this groundbreaking technology. Which leads us on to the North Bio team, which is led by CEO Linda Powers. Ms. Powers has served as the chairman of Northwest Bio since 2007 and as the CEO since 2011. She has over 15 years experience in corporate finance and restructurings, mergers and acquisitions, joint ventures, and intellectual property licensing. So she is the perfect person to have in charge should we get the desired results that we want from this presentation. Dr. Marnix Bosch is the company's Chief Technical Officer. He plays a key role in the submissions of regulatory applications and has managed the successful preparation and submission of the IND applications for FDA approval to conduct clinical trials for prostate cancer, brain cancer, ovarian cancer, and multiple other cancers. As it says here, he has also led the process of other regulatory submissions in the US and abroad, including the successful applications for orphan drug status in both the US and Europe for DCVax-L for brain cancer. Prior to joining Northwest, he worked at the Dutch National Institute of Health as head of Department of Molecular Biology, as well as in academia as a professor of pathobiology. He has authored more than 40 peer-reviewed research publications in immunology and virology, and he is an inventor on several patent applications on dendritic cell product manufacturing. Looking at the most recent financial statements for Northwest Bio, we can begin to see why the stock has been dropping so much over the past year. The company has 40 million in assets and 164 million in liabilities. Straight away, this is not a strong balance sheet. In fact, the company is in serious financial distress, with a liability to asset ratio of approximately 4-1, and the company is in negative equity to the value of $123 million. On a good note, however, a large portion of assets is made up of 15 million in cash, and 106 million and 8 million of the liabilities is made up of a contingent derivative liability and a warrant liability, which are remeasurable on reflection of the share price. As we can see here, the warrant liability was over 354 million for the previous year. Looking at the statement of operations, we can see that the company has very little by way of revenue, with a loss for operations of $52 million for the year. The company had total net income of 175 million as opposed to a net loss of over $500 million in 2020. And the reason for this is mainly the change in fair value of derivative liabilities, which is directly linked to the share price going from around 20 cents at the end of 2019 up to 150 for 2020, and then dropping again to about 70 cents at the end of 2021. So the profit and loss is completely skewed by fluctuations in the share price due to this derivative liability. So guys, to be straight up with you, let's look at the notes to the accounts. The auditors have issued a going concern audit opinion, casting substantial doubt over the ability to continue as a going concern. However, as it says here, we have received such a going concern opinion each of the preceding years for more than a decade. Now this is just my opinion, but I feel like the whole future of this company is dependent upon positive results very soon. And the upcoming presentation on May 10th by Liau could turn out to be make or break for Northwest Bio. Because this company trades on the OTC, there is no reliable analyst price targets, but this is beginning to gather a lot of investor interest. Over the past 5 weeks, this stock has been on an incredible run from just 70 cents on the 5th of April up to its current price. In that time, we can see here that the message volume on StockTwits has been increasing and will likely peak this week. And we can see that the trading volume has greatly increased over the past month, up to an average trading volume of over 3 million shares. But even in the past few days, this has been showing volume of closer to 10 million, making this one of the most active stocks on the OTC. Before I give you my conclusion on this stock, I would greatly appreciate if you could smash the like button and hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Amazingly, 75% of my viewers are still unsubscribed. That means that 75% of viewers more than likely missed out on the likes of Redbox, which I first alerted at $3.37 last week, just before this ran to over $10 in less than 48 hours, so don't miss out. For my conclusion, I think there's a lot to like about Northwest Bio, but there are a lot of risks too. Even for a company in the biotech industry, the risks right now are higher for NWBO stock than most biotech companies. There will be a huge focus on Liau's presentation on Tuesday morning, and this could be make or break for this company. But indications are that this could very well be extremely positive, and this could propel Northwest share price far higher. Or we could potentially see the company being bought out. Then there is also DCVax-Direct, which I have not spoke about in this video, for use on all types of inoperable cancers. The trial for this is underway, but we will need to see positive top-line data for DCVax-L first. And I have also not spoken about Northwest Biotherapeutics' commencement of cancer vaccine production at its Swanson facility back in February. Now, just remember that a moment ago we seen that the company's financials are bad and do present a serious going concern issue. So we need to see positive top-line data for DCVax-L. Without this, the company will be in serious financial difficulty. Biotech stocks in general tend to be the high risk, high reward, and Northwest Bio is no different. Due to the potential for DCVax, the rewards here could be astronomical, but the risks are extremely high. This stock is definitely on the higher end of the risk to reward ratio. Remember guys, I am not a financial advisor, and this is just my opinion and not financial advice. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe, follow me on Twitter, and I'll catch you in the next update.